Why do I feel terrible about myself? I've been trying to figure this out for a while. And I didn't even like asking the question. I didn't even want to ask the question because I do want to I do want to know the answer, but it's just that might be part of some of the hard truths that's hard for me to face. And so, why do I feel terrible about myself? First of all, Jesus is the only one that can help us answer that question and help us understand why we feel terrible about ourselves. I asked that question, why do I feel terrible about myself? Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is causing psychological damage to a woman, a mother, like giving her herpes. And the other things that I did, like put the fear of the end of the world, the fear of daily diseases, all that in her mind. I feel terrible about doing that. And I want to try to make it up to her. And the only way that I can try to make it up to her, and I've shared all the knowledge that I think that will help her, that can help her, but a way for me to try to make it up to her even more is by giving her magic mushrooms for free. And try my best to help her understand how they can help her and help heal her. I have to try to get magic mushrooms to be able to do that in the first place. But for me to feel better about causing psychological damage to a mother is giving her magic mushrooms for free and help her to be open to try them. That is what will help me feel better and help me make up for what I've done. And so I feel terrible about that. And so I need to try my absolute best to get magic mushrooms so I can get them to her, but also so I can get them to more people who need them too, and who want the extra help and who want the extra love. But yeah, I feel terrible about that. And I'm gonna try my best to be able to make up for what I did and to be able to give her magic mushrooms for free and help her to be open to try them for the extra help and for the extra love and for the extra healing. And so that's part of why I feel terrible about myself. But another part of why I feel terrible about myself is the fact that my princess, my queen, asked me to save her. I feel like I didn't fully fight to help save her. And I feel terrible because I felt like I wasn't ready back then, but I feel ready now. But now I don't know. But now I think I don't know how to find her. And so it bothers me that I think I don't know how to find her. I'm ready to help save her. And so I'm just struggling to find her right now. And so that bothers me too. The fact that I wasn't ready to fully fight for her back then makes me feel cowardly and wimpy and low self-esteem because she asked me to save her and I did. I did try, but I didn't save her. I didn't help save her, even though she asked me to. But I did try. And and the situation is, she wanted me to save her from the guy that she was with. And, you know, he had threatened to murder me and I didn't want to kill him. That's part of my role, is just to not kill. And, I thought about, he threatened murder to me. And I thought about the killing. But then I had to snap myself back to reality, come back to my senses, come back to my feelings, understand and feel it is wrong to kill and do not kill. And that is part of my rule. And that is part of my rules. Do not kill. So even though he threatened to murder me, I'm not going to kill him. Even if I am trying to help save my soulmate, I won't kill him. And I thought, okay, let me put him in jail. And I was like, well, he's kind of my friend and I don't agree with putting my friends in jail. But also if I put him in jail, she would just go get him out of jail because she's done it before. And she's that type of person. And so it's like, well, I'm not going to kill him. It's against my rules and it's wrong. And I'm not going to put him in jail because I kind of see him as my friend still. And if I do put him in jail, she's just going to save him from she's just going to get him out of jail. And so yeah, I thought if actually just went and pulled her, which I was going through a lot and there was a lot happening for me to try to do this, but I was trying to talk to her and trying my best to fight for her and to get to her. And I was fighting. But there was just so much in my way, so many people, so many police officers, a lot of people trying to stop me from getting to her. And I feel awful that I couldn't get to her. I feel like I might have missed my chance on helping save her. But I feel she will come back around. And I wouldn't like that for her to just come back, after she left the guy that she was with or whatever happens, the relationship comes to a natural end. But I would feel terrible if she came to me and wanted to be with me and made it easy. I wouldn't like that. Because I like saving her from danger. And it's part of the prince saving the princess kind of story. But fighting for her and fighting to help save her will help me get over from feeling terrible, from not feeling like I fully fought to help save her last time. And I feel like when she does come back around, I feel like she's the type of person to put herself in a dangerous situation where I have to go save her. And I will, because I'm in love with her. And that will make me feel better and less terrible about what happened before. But because of what happened before, and because I feel like I didn't fully fight to help save her, and I couldn't help save her, I feel terrible, and I feel like my self-esteem is super low because of that. Especially the fact that the princess still needs help, still needs saving. And I think I don't know how to find her. And that bothers me too. Makes me feel even more terrible. But I feel with all my being that I will see her again. And I will get the chance to redeem myself. And we'll make it right to her and the woman who I gave psychological damage to and herpes. I will make it right with her too. I just have to learn to be patient and not be uncomfortable with impatience, because impatience can feel like an uncomfortable feeling. So when that opportunity comes back around for me to help save her, I feel with all my being, and I know that I will do it, and I will not fumble, and I will help save her. And I think of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man No Way Home, where Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man couldn't save Gwen Stacy from hitting the floor. And the next Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, the multiverse Spider-Man movie, he saves MJ from hitting the floor. And he redeemed himself. And he didn't let history repeat itself. And so, I will do the same. With the help of God and trusting in God.